Greetings again and welcome to another Strixhaven traditional draft. I'm recording this on Thursday, week before the Forgotten Realms set, so I'm not going to have a lot more of these Strixhaven drafts, but a few will come. Okay, it's a fairly decent pack. I think I will take the rare. It doesn't answer everything in the format, but it answers enough for 2 mana and instant speed that it's worth first picking here. The next cards I would be interested in. Well, I guess I actually think the fractal summoning might be very close to the second choice here. Okay, maybe the pack isn't that great. They are like good, let's say picks number 5 to 8 here, but maybe the best card is the rare and then the quality does drop after that. But yeah, let's take this and see if a Silver Quill would be open here. Okay, so if a Silver Quill would be open, a Reflective Golem as pack 1 pick 2 wouldn't be a bad idea. Silver Quill is definitely the I guess along with the Lowhold is the combination to make the Reflective Golem actually good. This is not going to work that well in black green, for instance. Okay, so there's like a Pigment Storm. There's a basic Conjuration. Fairly weak pack. I guess I could take the Golem and try to go off with it. I don't like the 5 mana removal that much that I would pick it as a pick 2, especially when it doesn't combine with my first pick. And the same goes for the basic Conjuration. If I had a green card as the first pick, I think this would be a completely reasonable lesson to have. It's a nice lesson to have in the sideboard, but after the Vanishing Verse, maybe not. I'll take the Golem and try to see if I can get some nice combination for it. And look at this pack. First of all, funnily, the same rare is being passed here. That's not really the card I'm supposed to pick here, but then there's the Lightning Helix. Pretty fantastic. There's a Mortality Spear, and then there's a Zymone and also Rise of Exodus. A couple of decent 2-drops here. Oh, yeah, this someone took here, let's see, I think, okay, the lesson has been taken. That could be the mythic rare lesson, of course, too. It could be environmental sciences. And then there has been taken a, is that a common? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm supposed to take something. Best cards are Lightning Helix and Mortality Spear. With Vanishing Verse, I'm not sure. I don't have anything against Witherbloom. I think it's a decent archetype. But maybe I'll take the Helix here after all. It is a very good 2 mana card. And let's hope that I get to play some combination of these cards. One reason to take the red-white card here is because I think Reflective Golem is slightly better in the red-white archetype than in the black-green archetype. Okay, so what is the pick in here? Can I read any signals here? What is open here? I'm not sure. Necrotic Fumes is good. Study Break is okay. There's nothing exciting red. There's a Lowhold Campus though, which would allow, for example, a splashing of this thing. But I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pick it here. I could take the Mage Hunter. I do like it quite a bit if I get to play black and white here. Necrotic Fumes is good too. It's a tough choice, I think. Maybe I'll take the Necrotic Fumes. It is such a nice one if I end up black. Oh, and then this pack comes, so... Oh, this is so weird. How come I didn't see anything? Well, I saw the Mortality Spear, of course, but then not really anything black-green. And now there's like a Pledge Mage, Pest Summoning, Field Trip, Blood Researcher, and then there's the Quandrix Cultivator too. So this kind of tells me that green is open because no one is... I mean, Quandrix Cultivator is quite late here, and so many of these good black and green cards. I'm happy I took the Fumes. I might be ending up here at black and green. And I think I'm gonna try it. I'll take the Blood Researcher. It is the card that is making the black-green archetype so good here. So I'll take this, and hopefully Witherbloom stays open. What is this? Well, that said, this pack doesn't have very good cards for most of the archetypes. I think the Leyline Invocation is among the better cards in the pack. I can take this and still try to be with a bloom, but let's see if I can get actually something going on here. Okay, there. That's a fine pack. I could take the ingredient if I go for the with a bloom here, because if I get Biogroves it's quite nice. But I think I might be interested in splashing the Vanishing Verse, which makes me want to pick this Shine Shadows Null here. It's a fairly weak pack actually. Let's take this one and see what happens. Well, there's the Biogrove. Go blank, tend to pests. I think at this point in the draft, it is pack 1, I should take the Grove and then try to find some sacrifice fodder for it. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, Needle Thorndrake. So, okay, Quandrix is definitely open too, which was kind of explained by the Quandrix, the Cultivator I saw a while back ago. I think I'll still try to stick to black-green here, maybe splash white here, so the Lightning Helix would be a lot better to be the Mortality Spear there, though that was sadly the wrong choice out of those two cards. I'll take the Archway Commons, it will help me splash the white if I end up doing so. Alright, so am I gonna try to go off with the Reflective Golem? I don't like the Essence Infusion, it's just too risky, but I could take that charge through. It's also not so bad with Leyline Invocation, so maybe I will take a few of these targeted spells that I can maybe combine with this, or then I just end up cutting it. But let's at least try to see if I can make it happen. Okay, I'm happy to pick the decent 2-drop as pick number 11. And here a Tangle Trap is the pick. This is best of 3 draft, so this is a pretty decent sideboard card. I always want to, of course, have this available in my green deck's sideboards. And Moldering Karok does combine with the Blood Researcher. If I get to pick up more of these Blood Researchers, then I might, actually be interested in running this thing main deck. But let's put it there for now. This Karok shall remain in the sideboard for now. Okay, well, this pack is actually good. There's a Shock, Creative Outburst, pretty good picks for the respective colors, with the Bloom Apprentice, which is going to be my pick. But look at the cards in this pack that I would be happy to have. Blood Researchers, definitely. Hunt for Specimens, definitely. Does provide, well, it's a learn card. It is food for the Biogrove and also a life gain trigger for the Blood Researchers. Also, Leech Fanatic is great with Blood Researchers. So, but I take this thing, it's just a very good 2-drop. Also, Big Play is definitely fine if I end up playing the Reflective Golem here. So I'm gonna get something good out of this pack, and I will take now the Witherbloom Apprentice, and I can cut the Lightning Helix. That's definitely not going to be played in this deck. Okay, this this is interesting. A lot of good options again. I won't be taking the Tend the Pests, although it would work. Well, maybe not that well. I'm not gonna take it here anyway. Lash of Malice, Hunt for Specimens, and Inkling Summoning, and Infuse with Vitality. Those all 4 cards I could see picking here. I don't have a lot of creatures. Well, I have 6 out of 9 non-lands. I think it maybe, because the amount of interaction here is pretty non-existent, I will take the Lash of Malice now. I maybe splash the Vanishing Verse, but that's pretty much it in terms of cards that can deal with opponents' things. So I'll take the Lash of Malice, but I think my second choice might be Hunt for Specimens in there. Alright, well, the archetype is open, but there's still an Environmental Sciences. Channel is funny, but not going to play it. It's not really good card in limited. It is 40 gems though. If the pact had nothing else, I could take just 40 gems here. Anyway, with the Bloom Apprentice number 2, I like it more than the Arch, but I do like the Arch quite a bit too. But I'll take the Apprentice here for sure. Someone is getting this Environmental Sciences. Also Quandrix Apprentice, but this is the second one I'm passing now. Anyway, I'm very happy to have the double with the Bloom Apprentice here. So, okay, Witherbloom is definitely open to this direction. I'm just having plenty of choices here. The Quandrix Pledgemate is good. I currently have only 4 of those though. I think it's time to take the hunt for specimens. I've passed a couple of these, but the exponential growth isn't very good. I guess it could be quite sweet combination with the Moldering Karok. It has trample and lifelink, which is amazing with this thing. But hunt for specimens, especially when I have the necrotic fumes here available, is a very good choice here. I think it is the pick here over the Quandrix Pledgemate. And here, I could take the Karok Wrangler, I could take the Amplimancer, Unwilling Ingredient, and Witherbloom Campus. So there are still 4 cards I would be quite happy actually picking here, and I'm not really sure if I want to play the Vanishing Verse. If it's the only white card, is it worth it? It might be if I don't find more removal spells, or I might leave it as a sideboard card. But I have to figure out what I'm picking here now. I have 12 non-land cards so far. I think I don't have 5 drops, but I might get Witherbloom Pledge Mages. I would rather have those. I could take just the campus, but maybe I'll take the ingredient for now because I have the Biograph, so I want to have at least a theoretical chance to, go for turn 1 ingredient and turn 2 Biograph. Another creative outburst is being passed here, but I will take the Silver Quill Pledgemate quite happily. Yeah, it is a very decent card even in the black-green deck. And here, I think the Professor is better than yet another 2-drop. I have some action for early game. Yeah, the 2 apprentices, Scattered Colony, Hunt for Specimens. That's 4 cards for turn 2 already, so I'll take the Professor over Zoomancer here. How about this pack? Another ingredient, but I don't want to go overboard with them with just Biograph here. It's not a bad card, but I don't actually like the Agonizing Remorse that much either. Maybe I'll just take the ingredient number 2. I might still find more Biographs too. Okay, so no one actually took the creative outburst. Wow, I think I'll take the big play. I'm not sure if that's still enough for the Reflective Golem to be played, but maybe it can be. Infused with Vitality. Okay, well that kind of... Well, I'm gonna take it anyway, but it does also work with the Golem. It's not that great with the Golem though, because that would require 2 creatures that are about to die, one of which is the Golem, but it's still a fine card no matter what. Okay, another ingredient. I'm not gonna take the Archway commons. I suppose if I did, then the splash for the Vanishing Verse is pretty easy. I don't think I want to have a third of these ingredients when I have only 1 Biograph. So let's take the commons. I'm not a fan of that, running 2 of those, but let's pick it for now. Okay, I'll take the Karok because it's the only card I can consider playing. I guess if the exponential growth would have come to me, I would actually play it with double Karok. But yeah, someone took it. Wow. Again, a pack that has actually 4 cards I would be happy picking. The Deadly Brew now has actually quite a few. I mean, I have a Sacrifice Fodder for it, Hunt for Specimens, Unwilling Ingredient as a 2 of. Also the Professor of Zoomancy gives me something to sacrifice to get the graveyard effect. But there's a Dina, there's a Mage Hunter's Onslaught, there's a Master Symmetrist. Dina is very good, but I think the Master Symmetrist is just too good to pass up here. It is better than the Mage Hunter's Onslaught. That is my opinion. I'll take it. Dragon's God Elite. Okay, well, this is a price. Price with a Z. So I mean, of course, the player to my right isn't drafting green, so there was no reason for them to pick it. But this is just a fantastic bomb rare. Okay, let's take it. And here it is a Blood Researcher. I have some amount of life gain here. And it doesn't need a ton of, but yeah, double Witherbloom Apprentice alone is good enough. And the Karoks and the Infused with Vitality and some pest tokens. Yeah, definitely Blood Researcher is the pick. Maybe I will get the Fortifying Rod back. It would also be one card that works very nicely with the Reflective Golem. Actually, incredibly nice given what the card does. The next copy would give +4/+4 actually. But anyway, let's hope to get it back. Now I'll take the Blood Researcher. Here I will take the Mage Duel. It is good removal spell. I would like to have the campus. I would not mind having Tentapests, maybe Spectre, whatever. I take the Mage Duel. It is the best option for me in there. And here, let's see, 23 cards. I think the Reflective Golem will be cut in this deck, so I'm not going to take another big play here. I don't think, and I don't think I'm gonna play the charge through. Honor Troll. It's not a very good one. The way that Mastery isn't good either. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to take here. I might actually. I don't think I'm gonna play two of these very easily. I'll take 20 gems here. I'm not gonna play it. It's just the peak of 20 gems there. Infuse with Vitality and Village Rights. I would play up either of them. I think I will play the Infuse with the double Blood Researcher. Life gain effects are quite nice. So I'll take these. I will cut charge through Reflective Golem here. Heated Debate pick 7. Okay. For me the option is one of the 2-drops. Do I want to? Don't know actually. Which is better here? I guess I like the Amplimancer slightly more. This is not a very aggressive deck, so the flying ability might not be that interesting. And a 2-mana 2/1 is quite bad defensively. Right, so there are lessons coming late, but not for my colors. I have only like one lesson here, I think. Not great in that sense. I mean, the deck is not great in that sense, but I think it's good enough. Okay, maybe I'll play the Crushing Disappointment. I don't have a lot of late game. I could take it. And here is a Cockwork Archivist. Owling Shield Mage if I want to have it, if I'm gonna splash white, or just take the Silver Quill Campus, which makes it even easier to splash the Vanishing Verse. But I think I might even take. I don't have a lot of late game. I'm actually taking the Owling Shield Mage. I feel like I'm gonna splash for it and the Vanishing Verse. I have the Archway Commons, even though they are clumsy. They do help me splash the white cards. And I have the Shine Shadow Snarl too. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna play two of those. I will take another 20 gems here. And here, the Servin or Tend the Pests. I'm not sure. I might just take the creature here, right? Probably won't be playing it in main deck anyway. Or whatever, I'll take the uncommon. That's very late for the expressive iteration. No one was Prismari here, I suppose. Okay, red drafting gave me 120 gems here. Right, so the... Okay, let's see, there's nothing here I want a main deck. Nope. There's only one lesson, right? But there's only one learn card too. At least this learn card is good with the lesson. At 5 mana, for example, if 3 of them can produce black, this is also just an exile target creature. But of course I don't have to play them on the same turn. I can play the Hunt for Specimens earlier and then exile on the following turn. But the point is, this gives the token that is required as an additional cost for this thing. So it is a nice combination of cards. But yeah, the lesson toolbox is basically non-existent here. Right, so let's cut the lands for now. And the reason I'm thinking about running the Sealed Mage is I have only one 6-drop. Nothing that costs 5 other than the Sealed Mage. And well, I suppose, okay, a Biogrove can be a 5-drop. But also if I want to splash the Vanishing Verse, and because of the fairly low amount of removal here, I might want to do it. If I'm splashing for one white card, I might splash for another one, and this is a decent enough card in this deck, I think. But what is the... I mean, I would cut 3 cards here. I can still cut the Verse and the Sealed Mage. It's not a bad idea. Is there something worse? I think I will play one big play here. I do want to have also instants and sorceries, because I have these pretty nice Magecraft triggers in Witherbloom Apprentice and Dragon's Guard Elite. I might think about... Let's see. So am I gonna... There's nothing else that cares about sacrificing creatures than the Biogrove. Isn't that correct? And the only reason I'm playing the Servin is the double blood researcher here. It's of course not a very good card, but with double blood researcher it is worth playing. I could see cutting both ingredients and then the biograph. That would be 3 creatures. I would still be left with a decent amount of creatures. Also the Leyland Invocation is a creature. If this is just a 5 mana 5/4, it's not very great, and the ingredients aren't that great when only one card is actually going to sacrifice the crop here. So if I cut these and these, I think this is the deck I'd rather run than the version of the deck that doesn't play the white cards here. So let's see the lands, a couple of Archway commons and the Snarl, and those are the only ways to splash for white here, right? There's nothing that... Yeah, sadly I don't got the environmental sciences either. It would have been nice to count this as a white source, but that's not going to happen now. How many things target creatures? Not enough. I'm not playing that reflective golem. So, am I going to play like one plains? I don't like that idea. I will play these 3 white sources and then hope that at least I don't draw both of these white cards without drawing one of these 3. Yeah, drawing one of these white cards and not drawing the mana for it is acceptable. But if I draw both of them, then it's quite awkward if I can't draw the land. But I suppose 3 is enough. Yeah, let's do it. So the basic lands will be no plains, 17 green, 14 black, double casters. There's a double caster black here. Basically, well, I guess it's not exactly because I have a couple of Archway commons. Well, the same applies for the other double casters. 1 black, 1 green. Well, I have 1 black card, a black producing land here. So I have more green cards, right? 2 drops are mostly green. Okay, so I will do it so that I will not go there, but here. And did I forget any land? Let me quickly check. No, there's only the blue one, which I don't need. So yeah, I think I will add 1 forest here, like so. Now it's equal amount of black and green here. Of course, the Archway commons can tap for both. So I'm going to, because I have more 2-drop green cards, I guess I'll play more forests. It's not really exact science here. It's just I have to make decision one way or the other. So I choose to play 8 forests and then 6 swamps. And that 6 swamps combined with this black-white dual, it's still 7 black sources, and of course the Archway commons count as both. So this is basically a 10-9 mana base that has also the 3 white sources in it. So this is the main deck. I have some sideboard options, but this is what I'm gonna start with. It's slow, but it's fine. I can't play this on turn 2 unless I draw a swamp, but at least this is the black source. Also, if I do find one of the white cards, I will be able to cast it. And maybe these lifelinkers can make it slightly easier to get back into the game if the opponent has a fast start. I'm on the play here though, so that helps. Yeah, let's play the Scarred Colony. I'm gonna block this thing. I might. Well, I might not now. So... Okay, so this will be a... if they play this thing next turn, this will be a 4 power creature again. So I don't think I'm gonna play the Symmetrist, I'm gonna play the Karok. Well, they have another spell they're considering playing here. Well, yeah, that was a cantrip that dealt additional damage here. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Karok here. I can trade with the Ink first here. Lash of Malice gets deals with the Inkling summoning, although this can block a flyer too. This can block a flyer, so yeah, maybe it's not such a high priority to kill the Inkling summoning. Now I can also raise here, but I think I'll just block after all. Let's see what they do. They might have some other enhancement for it, of course. But at least if I don't block, I will get to crack back with a 3 power of a lifelink. They are thinking about the play. It's an interesting question if they choose to... Oh, they choose to block here. That's fine. I have the... Well, I drew the nice card here. Sadly, I can't double spell with the Hunt and the Infuse because I have only Black Sauce. So ideally, I will just... I mean, these will just trade. But I mean, they would have played this. They have something. They have something... But I suppose I'll find out. I'm not gonna attack with the Scarred Colony. I don't wanna play the Infuse with them having mana up. So I just, if they block, I will let the trade happen, of course. Oh, expel? No. What is that? So what? They could have a Crushing Disappointment, the 4 mana instant that draws cards, right? That's a possibility. Because they didn't cast this, which they could have. They're definitely not gonna pass. I mean, they're not gonna take the turn without using the mana. So what can this mean? They could have like a Day of Judgment too. That is a possibility. Now that I'm winning the race, I think I play the 4/4 rather than the 3/3 lifelink. I'm not playing around Day of Judgment. I will need to know it's in their deck before I'm gonna play it around it. Okay, that has to be Mass Removal or Crux of Fate or something. Because they really passed the turn without doing anything. I guess it's still a 2 for 3. I mean 3 for 2. But yeah, it's pretty annoying actually. But I mean, I can't find any reason why wouldn't they play this. And nothing else. Unless they have a mass removal here. Which would mean they're gonna attack first. Well, we'll see. We will see what happens. Well, they are thinking again. Interesting. If they attack, I don't think I'm gonna block with the Symmetrist. I can take the damage. That's 1 timeout. Okay, Guiding Voice. Okay, yeah, well that's... Sure. Expanded Anatomy. Are they gonna go off with that thing? I can just double block it if I want to. Unless yeah, they could have like a Professor's Warning if they leave a... Yeah, I guess I'm taking the damage here. And then I can use the Infuse with Vitality to just kill it. But I really don't understand why did they not play the Inkling there? Yeah, sadly this gets Vigilance here. So... Yeah, they're gonna most likely block. I will use the Infuse. Okay, well that's even better because that allows me to double spell here. Also, Death Touch and Trample has pretty nice interaction. I can deal a lot more damage to them. Well, only 2 more, but anyway. Let's do it. And then I can play the Hunt for specimens. So now they really need a Wrath effect, but they are not gonna have a Wrath effect. They wouldn't have made the plays they made if they had it. Hopefully. So now I can exile whatever blocker they might have, and of course I have many times lethal. Because of the symmetries, everything trambles. Okay, this trambles anyway, but at least the Scarred Colony will trample. But yeah, so they have... well, ways to pump their creatures. I mean, give permanent counters. I guess the Necrotic Fumes is quite useful there. Also the Vanishing Verse will be useful. Is there something else I can use? A Tangle Trap? Flyers on and artifacts. No, I'm not gonna sideboard it in because they have the Inkling summoning there, so I don't think... I guess I could use the Spined Karok. It is good against aggressive decks, but then again they have those, guiding voices which make the 2/4 quite bad because they can just grow their guys. And I don't think there's something I want to sideboard out. I would rather play the Spring Main Servant because of the Blood Researcher synergy here. Okay, that is it. I have 2 spells I can play. But then it gets awkward. I have 9 ways to get the black mana. I think this is a mulligan. It's too risky. It requires too many things to go right. This is of course a keep, and what do I not have? I guess the big play is the least useful one out of these, so let's do it. I can have a 3-drop at least, and then most likely a 4-drop. And a 5-drop. But let's see if they have another guiding voice for him. Yes, they do. Well, the Pledge Mage can still block it unless they have another... Oh, they opted to actually discard the draw. So they are wanting to find a black producing land, I suppose. And I will just block if they attack with this thing so that the toughness is 3. I don't mind trading the Pledge Mage with a trick. Okay, that is dangerous if they have more guiding voices and things like that. But this is also pretty good for me. Am I going to offer a trade? Yes, I am. And then I suppose I'll take a Professor. I can block with the Professor here. Let's see if they have the other guiding voice. They can play and copy it now. Although this being a 3/4, it's not the end of the world. Unless they target it again, it will be a 4/5. Because they can target the same creature again. Okay, the same cards. Maybe they have a lot of guiding voices in the deck, who knows. Yeah, that's a 4/3 now. Sorry, 4/5 of course I meant to say. And eager first year. Okay, now that thing doesn't matter. And I can... Yeah, this is pretty awkward. Well, I'm definitely blocking this thing now. And hoping to... hoping to what? I guess I'll play the 5-drop now. They can expand it anatomy, this thing. I have a jump blocker. If I play... Yeah, this gets Vigilance in that case, so the lifelinker is not that useful. I'll just play the Shield Mage. And maybe I will jump block if they go for the anatomy here. I don't have to, I can go to 10. I have some life gain in this deck. Let's see what they do though. Yeah, I think if they go for the anatomy, I'll just take the F6 here. Because I have 2 blood researchers in the deck, I might want to be able to cast them before I block with this thing. Okay, so I'll take 4, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna multiple block it. There's not even a good block available, it would be a 2 for 1 for them. Now that is good, but... I guess I'll offer a trade and then I can play 2 things. Yeah, I'll just do it. They might take all the damage here too, but like I said, I have 2 things. If they have a land, they can play this and give it, copy this thing. But I'm still not gonna die, and I have the Master Symmetrist here. I could take the Karok too, but I think I want to have the... Although this will have Vigilance, so I don't have a good attack back. Well, I'm gonna play this thing no matter what. And then either of these. Well, the Symmetrist can block the 2-1, and if it becomes a 4-3, it will still trade with it, so that makes sense. Okay, they have the 5th land, so they can copy, they can make the Golem into an 8-9, or they can make this as 6-7 and this as 4-3, but the 4-3 will trade with the Master Symmetrist. Okay, they go for it. Well, I can just continue attacking with this thing. Maybe at some point I actually find a Magecraft trigger for the Pledge page, that would be quite useful. Also, trading life would be... Actually, a Magecraft trigger would now present a lethal, because this would make the opponent go to 6 and this would fly, so that would be 6 damage. Assuming they have nothing, of course, but that is a possible scenario. They need to deal with the flyer somehow, because they don't have... The Reflective Golem doesn't have Vigilance anymore. This of course only gives Vigilance for 1 turn, so if they attack with it I can jump block, and then this won't be able to block my army here. So of course the opponent has 1 creature to my 5, and if they don't attack with it, then I still continue attacks with the flyer. They still don't have the black mana, by the way. They might have a lot of black cards in the hand. Of course, if I would just attack with everyone, let's see, they block the Karok, and that is lethal here. But if they have any trick that could end up badly. But they attacked. There's no way they can with this mana give this trample, so I was just blocking with the 1-1. There's no way trample works there. Okay. I mean, it works, yeah, but the white cannot give trample. At least not in this set. Okay, another Inkling. Okay, I can play both of these. Funnily, I don't have the Magecraft triggers that I need here. I will go to 10 life though. So let's say if I attack with all, they will trade with the Bloom Apprentice and the Pledge Mage here. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I definitely should leave the Pledge Mage home now. I do like this. They do need to block somehow. And the Scarred Clonic conveniently enough can block the Inkling here. Yeah, this should be just win for me now. I guess they too long they waited for the black mana. They did use the mana quite efficiently on their turns though, but I guess making this one big creature isn't gonna help when I have jump blockers and evasive creatures and all that. That Spectre won't be doing good. They have green too. I'm gonna attack with everyone now. I kind of would have wanted to get one Magecraft trigger, but this is a win, right? They block the cutoff. Yeah, I mean they need multiple cards. Let's just do this. It's gonna be a win. They could have had to tap 2 things, but of course they would have needed to use it before attacks. Alright, that was match number 1. I just realized, by the way, that the Tangle Trap in my sideboard also works against the Reflective Golem. So I should have at least realized that. This hand is a mulligan. This is not. 2, 3, 4 curve is possible. Of course, the other Karok goes away. I do have like almost 10 triggers for this thing. Was it like 9 in the end? Oh, I can even choose to play the Pledge Mage. I would rather play the Servin after I have found one of my blood researchers. Is this another Witherbloom? Okay, big play will be interesting here. I will definitely attack and big play here if they block. If they don't block, I will play the Servin and then just trade with the Fanatic. I'd rather leave the Pledge Mage alive. And I will want to trade. I don't want them to get continuously connect with the 2 power lifelinker. Let's hope they don't have a big play. Oh, that is not nice. But it's fine. Well, this is awkward. If I play the commons, I can't play anything else. Although this can block the Pledge Mage quite usefully. Okay, I will do it like this. Just make sure I can cast the Karok next turn. Yeah, if they didn't have the ingredient, I would have gone for the Pledge Mage, but this can just, eat it. So no point. Okay, that's fantastic. I can play this. Next turn I will attack, and before combat I will have a Blood Researcher. If I'm lucky, I can draw an untapped land, so that I will have the big play available too. On the other hand, if I don't draw a land, that means I draw a spell. Okay, that needs to probably die at some point. Okay, I did draw the land, which I'm not unhappy about at all. Now I could use the big play to block the Spectre, because this does give reach, but unless they tap out for some reason pre-combat, I'm not gonna do it. Well, they did tap out. Why would they do that if they plan on attacking with the Spectre? Maybe they don't plan on attacking with it. This is a good card, by the way, very good card. Confront the past. What? Do they have a Planeswalker in here? Nope. This does nothing. Planeswalker, Planeswalker. Okay. Interesting. So do I want to kill the Spectre? Problem with that is that then I can't attack. Yeah, I will actually do it like this, because they are not at 6 mana, and now if they block the Karok, this Professor will die and Karok will survive. So and this Blood Researcher has of course Menace, so they can't block that. If they don't block, I will just gain another 3 life, play the Silver Quill Pledge Mage, and even I drew a 2-drop, so I can play that thing. They can crack back quite a bit of damage here. But yeah, this is crude, because this will be a 6/6, it will survive here. And I get even more life from the lifelink now, that's actually quite ideal here. I don't have a trigger for this thing, and the Unwilling Ingredient can't just block it. But maybe I can find a trigger for it. I don't understand why they found the Confront the Past. They could have discarded to draw a card if they had no other lesson. That is Mortality Spear there, that's fine. This is a 4/4 Menace, so sadly they can double block with the Spectre. Sadly I didn't draw anything relevant, so I can't actually attack. I'm not gonna attack and let them double block with these things. I can only trade with one, and the Split Pledge Mage I would gladly trade with either of these things, but not of course with the ingredient. So hopefully I will draw something good, because currently it seems like I'm going to lose, because I know that because they have missed land drops, they have, in addition to the Confront the Past, they have 3 spells. Now they got the Cultivate, which gives them 2 lands, so they can cast the 3 cards I know about. Then there's gonna be some red too. So maybe if I find another, I don't know, well, definitely not that. I can make this a 4/4. I will offer the trade. Yeah, with the Amplimancer. That's fine. So now I can attack with the Pledge Mage. Well, they are gonna draw some, play something big now, most likely. Yeah, they can start using the Spectre too, and that's not. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward very quickly. I need to draw something good. Vanishing Verse could get rid of the Spectre here. Now that was a good one. I will play the land so that I can use this and still have the Infuse with Vitality up. I don't think I want to attack with the Blood Researcher. They can double block it. Although, yeah, the reason here is that I don't want to lose my counters. This will return as a 2/2 creature. But then again, if I can get rid of both of these... Oh, it actually becomes a 5/5, because this also... Yeah, okay. Attack with all. Hopefully they don't have anything too good. they have this activation, they have a deny activation, so they definitely have, you know, the fact that the game stops for their priority doesn't mean that they have some spell in their hand. Well, of course they can still have a spell in their hand. But let's see their blocks first. If they put Dina on the Silver Quill Pledge Mage, I'm going to let that trade happen. Or maybe... Well, let's see what happens. Well, this is pretty easy. They're gonna have something, and then I'm going to be able to... Okay, that has infused with Vitality. So I think I will save the Pledge Mage here, right? This will survive no matter what. And now I will lose my Amplimaster, which is, I mean, I could save it. Well, it's a decision between saving the Pledge Mage or saving the Amplimaster. Well, I guess the Pledge Mage isn't that great. I don't have a further guess for it. Plus, this way I can give this, I can make this survive, and then I can give this lifelink, and actually the Blood Researcher will get 2 counters that way. Hopefully they don't have like a heated debate or something there. Okay, everything seems to be okay for now. And I will get another counter on the Researcher because of the lifelink. And I have a 6/6 Menace guy. They have the Spectre with the Blood Researcher. It's not nice. But this is 6 mana activation, that is not cheap. If they have a removal on the Blood Researcher, then I will lose. Okay. Now I will lose, unless I draw something insane. So, I just ran out of spells. I guess I did mulligan here, right? Yeah, I did. So, I'm not gonna beat this combination when I have only a 2/2 that can become bigger, but it's very, you know, mana hungry. If they didn't have the Rise of Extus or some other removal, I actually would have been in a good shape here, but that's no longer the case. It didn't really matter a lot that they took the Confront the Past. I guess I have like a chance if they forget that Master Symmetrist has a reach, I might be able to pick up the Spectre for free. That would be obviously fantastic, but let's see if I get that lucky here or not. Okay, so this will get 2. This will become a 5/5 now. I mean, no, it will become only a 4/4 because if they attack with this, oh, if they forgot it has reach. So actually, I have a chance now. Not a big chance, but there's a chance. So many forget that this thing has reach. Sadly, I'm gonna lose the race here because this will. With the I guess I needed something like, well, Vanishing Verse or Lash of Malice, which would both be able to kill this. Neither of them could kill this thing. So the opponent fed the Spectre to me for no reason, and I still seem to be losing. Let's see, they have here 7, 9, 10, 11 damage. Because this will both, you know, make the drain happen, and then when the drain happens, it gets a counter. So it's gonna basically be 4, 9, 10, 11 damage. So I will survive. And they will go, well, they will only go to... They have no... Okay, definitely I should attack. This thing has trample, so... And if they block with the Incaster, I guess it's possible that they block the Master Symmetrist with all. Yeah, and then this gets very big. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen here. But I mean, I mean, not attacking wasn't gonna win any game here. Of course, the fact that it drew another land here is just super bad. But this becomes a 7/7 now, so it's a 2-turn clock for the opponent. And this is my 8th land, so it's not even my 9th, so I can't even make this an 8/8. Not that this being an 8/8 doesn't matters even here, because they have 11 life. But yeah, this is what I tried to do with my own blood researcher, but they had the Rise of Extus for it. I'm not sure if there's any card that can help. One card that helps me to win. Yeah, there could be. Well, not no longer when they actually top deck. They didn't even have to use the unwilling ingredient to draw a card. They top decked this thing. But I could have drawn Leyland Invocation. That would have been a 8/8 creature. I could have double blocked the Many Sky in that case, but they just drew the removal and then I continued drawing lands, so no luck there. Tangle Trap does kill the Spectre, but not a whole lot of else. I guess if they use this to make the flyer, but it's not really that great. Do I need a 5/4 just to have a bigger creature? I actually might want to have access to a 5/4 here, but if I want to have a 5/4, do I want to play the ingredient? I think the Servin is bad. Actually, they can have the Pest Summoning. 3/2 isn't good, even though if it does synergize with the Blood Researcher. But I think I will play the Biocroft just as a 5 mana 5/4 here. Yeah, that's the deck. Okay, that is fine. Yes, no, they mulligan to 6 though, so I might have a chance here. Not gonna kill that. Oh, that's okay. So now I can go 2-drop, 3-drop here. No life gain for this thing though. Yet. Okay, that's not bad either. I might. Well, I have the lash here, so I might be able to use that on the next turn. But if I don't draw a 4-drop or anything that costs up to 4 mana, I won't be able to play anything. But I still have the Lash of Malice. Yeah, they're gonna just block and draw a card, but that's fine. Let them do that. If they have a trick, I have a Lash of Malice at least. And whatever is their next card, I can Mage Duel it unless I draw a land. Let's see if they find their green source. There it is. Okay, that dies. Let's just draw a land for the Sealed Mage, that would be the best. Well, it's a land. Well, I'm still happy I can play the Sealed Mage on the next turn, or maybe I find another land. Maybe I would play the Invocation. A 6/6 here is going to be good enough, especially with the Mage Duel. Okay, well that is jump blockers. Let's see. I think I'll still do it. The 6/6. If they just jump block with these 1/1s, it's okay. And next turn I can play the Sealed Mage and leave mana up for the Lash of Malice. I will mage duel that thing. Well, I can leech fanatic it. Alright, so how do I do this? Do I have a win here? So if I kill them both, 8, yeah, I do have a win here, right. That's 9 plus 3, it's 12 damage. Like so. But that was only game 2, and I lost game 1, so let's see. The final game. Did I see anything? No, I saw most of these cards. I didn't see the field trip and I didn't see the pledge page, but my sideboard doesn't really have anything that would somehow work against that stuff. Do I want to go off with the reflective golem? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, well, one hand. I have both of my white cards. No white sauce here. BO3 is a 5-drop in this hand. Well, it's in this deck actually more a 5-drop. I didn't even put the unwilling ingredients in. Master Symmetries doesn't even have double green in here. Yeah, there's just no way I can keep it. Well, this is a lot better. The BO3 has to go, right? It's a 5-drop, so I'd rather keep the interaction here. Now, if they don't have removal, this combination is pretty good, especially with me having 2 triggers for it. So let's see. Now they're gonna offer a trade here for sure. They're not gonna pay 2 life for this. And I'm not going to block. Dina can become a 3-3, but I do have a big play here. So I am going to attack. I'm not going to use the big play if they just block and don't sacrifice the poet here. But I'm not going to block with this thing either, so I might as well attack here. And maybe get 2 damage in. But yeah, if they just block, I'm not gonna do anything. But I got the 2 damage in. And Blood Researcher. Now if they don't kill either of these things, I can, you know, get the synergy rolling, and I have of course removal here. So I basically hope they just use all their mana on some creature that I will be able to kill. And of course with this trigger, if I play Mage Duel targeting the Blood Researcher and one of their guys, this trigger will resolve first, so this will get a counter and then it will get +1/+2, so it would be a 4/5, which will have easy time beating most things. Well, that is... oh man, they had the removal. No easy time for me here. So... which one should I sacrifice? This is a 2/2 menace that can get some counters. I have a bunch of life gain effects, but this in combination with this stuff can drain some life, but I think I will still sacrifice this. And I will use the mage duel to kill some. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I wished I could have, you know, get the synergy going on. Well, that can gain lifelink. That is good. Are they going to double block? Well, if they are, I'm gonna just use big play. Even if they sacrifice the poet, it doesn't help anything. They will lose both their creatures, and I will only lose the big play here. And if they take the damage, then I will just play the Pledge Mage. Hopefully they don't have the +2/+2 effect here, but we will see. Yeah, sacrificing the poet doesn't do anything. This is gonna be a 5/5, this is gonna become a 3/3, so same outcome. And I can even play my commons. Okay, so let's see if they have the Mortality Spear or something good here. That's irrelevant. I guess they can draw a card with it. Okay, they have removal. That's usually a good sign. I mean, of course I'm gonna lose the game if they can just remove all my high impact cards. Tainted Pact. Okay, they exiled the land, so they actually... Oh, the first card was a swamp. So they took a risk here. At least I have the mage duel for it. I can kill it, even if this has 1 toughness, because they tap out for that. This will have 3 toughness. Infuse. Which is the better option? I think this mage duel is better. So let's kill it. Get lifelink here. Get 8 life. They can draw a card with this thing. Okay, that is annoying. I'm not gonna use the infuse to deal with that. Although, let's see if they give the counter to the. Okay, they give it to the ingredient. And I said it just drew a land here. Okay, they will get to draw a card with the ingredient, of course. But now that it's a 2/2, that will trigger the Incaster. This seems a reasonable trade. But yeah, they have 5 lands. I'm mulliganed and I have 7 lands here. They can draw a card with this thing. They can basically they deal 5 damage because the drain will happen here, and they get 1 life here. But I'm of course having a lot more life than they, so this race is still fine for me. It's not ideal. I need to draw something, of course. Okay, it doesn't die, it gets exiled, so that was a good draw from the opponent. Not much I can do about it. Okay, they confront the past as nothing, and I just draw land, so it doesn't even matter. I'm still losing, but they could have... Well, I guess they didn't have any card in their hand, so yeah, they wasn't able to discard to draw, so I suppose. Who knows, maybe they have a Planeswalker in the deck that they can maybe return with this thing. But yeah, let's see what they drew now. Yep, let's just concede. I'm not gonna win when I draw lands and they draw only those cards all the time. I mean, anything, and that wasn't even a low impact card, that was an incredibly high impact card. Just like the Rise of Exodus. Okay, this hand has all the colors. A 3-drop infuse. I'm on the play. I need to draw a land. Fine, I will keep it. If I draw a land, I think this is an okay hand. And I did. So well, opponent. Okay, well, look at that curve from the opponent. They have a 1/1 flyer for 1, and then they have a basically a 2/2 flyer because of the ability combined with the eye twitch. And I did at least draw another land. That was a very good draw, of course. And I have the Mage Duel available here. But if they have something like a Lash of Malice for this thing, okay, they had a Guiding Voice on it. Okay. Well, I take 4 damage in the air. That is a pretty good start. At least I draw like very well. I don't mind trading with the Orator here, that's definitely fine. They obviously don't do that, but I did draw this thing, which was another fantastic draw here. So I'm drawing really well here against their great start here. So if they don't have an answer for the Master Symmetries, they can't actually attack. Well, unless they forget that it has reach, but we will see. They didn't forget. Infuse with Vitality, Mage Duel. So if I attack, they will take 7 here, most likely. Then I will hunt for specimens and Mage Duel. That's fine. Okay, so now I can infuse. And Mage Duel. Do I want to have a 3/2? That's the question. Do I want to have a 3/2? The 1/1 isn't that great. I think I will have a 3/2. Maybe I can save the Master Symmetrist. But the 3-2 will actually threaten. Yeah, I think having the body around is useful. So let's do this. And I don't even have to necessarily use the mage duel here. Yeah, the orator isn't that big of a deal. I will play the hunt for specimens. And they are no longer racing me with the flyers. I have 8 power of creatures. That's a first strike, right? Well, that is pretty much... I could just kill it. But I kinda want to just play the sealed mage. If I attack with the symmetrist, if they double block, they will lose them both. Unless they have like a professor's warning, which is possible, of course. But if they double block, that's fine. I have the invocation and all that. So let's do it. That's what I hoped. Okay, so my draws were very good in the first turns. Drawing the 2 lands and the Master Symmetrist. That was so important, because the opponent's start was incredibly strong here. And I drew exactly what I needed here. Okay, so they're gonna have a trick of some kind. I'm not gonna die here. So I guess I could block the Pledge Mage with the 1-1. Nah, let's see what they do. I can take 6 if they want to play tricks. Be my guest. Okay. Okay. They didn't pre-combat hunt for specimens. Well, they have a trick. Now I could... This has lifelink, of course. So when I fight it, they will get life. If I just necrotic fumes, that should be winning. Yeah, I can exile it. Okay, so this is how it works. I will necrotic fumes this exile the token. Then I will use Mage Duel to kill the Thunderous Orator, and I will target the Springmage Servant. And when I target, you know, this becomes a 4-4, which means this will give it trample. So I will have 8 power of trample, and the flyer, they have only this thing. I will win. Okay, so that's it. This will get exiled. And this will give the Servant trample, that is funny. Because otherwise they could jump block and survive here. Now they can't. It will trample over. Okay, so should I play Tangle Trap? Should I play Spined Karok? They have like Killian. Look at the 2-drops they have. Killian, Thunderous Orator. This deck seems very good. The Pledge Mage. I guess against that deck the Crushing Disappointment should be maybe cut. How many Magecraft triggers that leaves me? 8. Oh, okay, that bugged. That bugged there. Okay, Tangle Trap, Spined Carrock. This is a decent blocker against black and white. Maybe I should play it. And then... Well, I have the Reach guy, I have the Scarlet Colony, I have the Flyer, I have some removal. Flash of Malice. I'm not sure if I need to kill the Inklings or you know, the Tangle Trap might seem a bit unnecessary here. I think this is the deck. By the way, I have my rare 2-drop. I haven't seen it in any game, the thing that gets counters from Magecraft triggers. Yeah, I haven't seen it even in the hands that I have mulliganed in this event. It has completely avoided me. Okay, this hand is slow but playable. Even drew the forest for the apprentice turn 2. Well, they have a fantastic... They have a better 2-drop than I have. But... yeah, that is really good. I mean, it's impossible to raise this efficiently. Infuse. What do I do here? I kind of want to leave my mana up here. If I play the commons, I couldn't do that. I still have a land drop for next turn and I can play the Karok. I'm not gonna raise, I will try to block this thing and I have both of these things available to save my apprentice. This thing has many. Yeah, this is such a good 2-drop. It's an amazing card. Ram Session gives that thing flying, which is fine because a big play will give flying to the apprentice. So I get to kill it unless they have something for 1 white here. They have something. What that can be? It could be a Defiant Strike. It could be protection spell from... yeah, well, we'll see if they have something that matters. Defiant Strike is not enough. Make your mark. Well, they get a 3-2, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. It's still good for them. They get the 1 mana 3-2. That's definitely good. So, I could use the Infuse here. This doesn't have to be a... but I guess I'm gonna just play the Karok, right? If they don't have anything, they can't even attack with Killian in that case. And if they attack with the 3-2, I'm not gonna block it. I will have the Infuse up here. Okay, they don't attack with Killian. So they offer the trade with the Karok, which I'm obviously not taking here. Sealed Mage is fine. Oh, that is... now this is great. How do I do it? Oh, do I want to pre-combat? No, I don't think so. I guess I could mage do the Sealed Mage. I can pay 3 life. That's no big deal. This is gonna give me life. I mean 8. But they will gain 2 life, but maybe it doesn't matter. Next turn I can play the Leyline Invocation. This triggers. If I attack, maybe I get to use the Infuse. They have 31 life, by the way. That is a lot. They're gonna just take the damage, right? In which case I should simply do it like this. And if they block with Killian, I think I don't mind. I don't mind if they block with Killian here. That's fine. Because now they have still the flyer, and they will get, but I have a 20 life, I will go to 17. I have a 6-6 coming up, and this is a 3-3. Let's see what else they might have. Closing statement. Well, that's good, but if I find a way to deal with that flyer, I can't afford to not play this thing now. But yeah, they are actually winning the race now. So this is, yeah, them having the closing statement. That was not good. And I draw that. I can't attack, so I will lose to the flyer. Man, they had to have. Their deck is so amazing. All the cards are so good, and I just draw lands here. Oh man. Well, I guess I can still draw something. That's not exactly helping, but I can attack now at least. And I can use the infuse, but I'm still losing the race to the. Yeah, they got so much life. Yeah, the Killian gains. It's just an insane card. I'm not sure if I was supposed to attack with the. Well, they had them. Yeah, their closing statement. Okay, so they're gonna kill the professor maybe. What was the target? Yeah, so I will have to do this. It will enter tapped, so it's not gonna be able to block, but I will have 2 1-1s, so I can double block one of the ground guys. So it's not so bad. But now this thing is just gonna win me in 2 attacks, so land. Okay then. I basically have to draw something to deal with this thing. I have some cards. I have a Scarred Colony. I have some removal still here. I have a Lash of Malice. I have the Master Symmetrist. But yeah, I mean, this is 10 lands here. Opponent has drawn lands too, but I have but only 7 lands and 16 non-lands left in the deck. So yeah, this is a bit of a flood. Now this is one way to, you know, actually survive. I should maybe attack with one of the 1-1s, although I don't want to sacrifice it. I'll do it like this. Let's trade with the 3-2. So any removal on the shield mage will win them the game. Any trick that helps them save this is gonna be bad for me because I need to draw another answer for this thing. Well, that doesn't save the token. It does give them a ground guy, but my 6-6, who knows? Maybe the 6-6 wins. Oh, they have a combat professor, which will be. Oh, that was so bad. If I attack with all, if I'm lucky, they will block one of the tokens. That is 8 damage though. Oh man, this is exactly gonna be 3-3 with the ability. Okay, well that's gonna maybe be enough to get. When they have a combat professor, I will play Tangle Trap now. Oh man, that was so annoying. I almost won. Yeah, the Dragon's Guard Elite. Where is this card? Now, I don't have a ton of Magecraft triggers, but I still have a bunch. Maybe this Karok is just not gonna... Especially when I'm on the play. Yeah, it's not good enough. Let's cut it. Let's just maybe, I don't know. Hopefully opponent doesn't have a Killian turn 2. That's like the first part of giving me a chance to win. Yeah, now there's the elite. This is a 500, but I have all the colors. I have the lifelink in 4-drop, so I'm not going to mulligan this hand. Maybe I'll find some triggers for this thing, who knows. Well, that was definitely one of the worst draws there. Oh man. So disgusting. I will offer the trade here. Yeah, this is actually better than the Dragon's Guard Elite, because this needs those triggers. Well, maybe it's not bad. I'm not sure, but it's super annoying when that they... Well, of course they could have like multiple of these things. I have had 3 Killians in one deck myself. But how do you ever raise when the opponent plays a 2-mana 2-2 with lifelink and menace? You don't. And now I got the 3-drop, which I could have played on the last turn. Can I draw one trigger for this thing? Sure. So they're gonna get Inkling, this is gonna get Lifelink, so they're gonna attack with... Well, they're not gonna attack with the Killian, because they will be tapped out. Oh, look at that. That's a concede for me. Opponent's deck was insane, their draws were insane. This last match was very hard for me to win. I won the first game, I was almost winning the second game, but they got the flyers there, which I couldn't find answers for. And that was a 1-2 result. Deck wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad either. I mean, I had a curve here, I had a splash, but only 2 cards splashed, and I had 3 sources for it without, you know, messing my main colors. I had 10 and 9 mana, and I had some removal and interaction with the Infuse with Vitalities, so I could have easily won 2 matches in this event. I got a bit flooded in a few of the games, but I mean that happens, of course, and the opponent have gotten bad mana draws too. So let's claim the prize, and I think the next one will be a Strixhaven Draft too. I will play some Chromatic Cube drafts, but maybe not right away. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.